Hello everybody, this is House Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play the Banner Saga 2. In the previous episode, we very nearly went over a waterfall that wasn't within the river previously. Thankfully, Nid's sharp eyes saved us and several people. And ended up in a battle against a new kind of enemy. Well, two new kinds of enemies. Wasn't too difficult, primarily thanks to Oddleaf's help. Unfortunately, because of the timing, I was obviously not able to take care of the training to grind out 30 kills for my characters. Oh well. But thankfully, it did save after the battle, so I didn't have to redo it. Now, we have a choice here before this battle. We could sacrifice some supplies for the barricade. We lose 20 supplies, and the barricades aren't really necessary, but it makes getting the demolition achievement for breaking 30 barricades in a single playthrough easier to get. Honestly, not feeling it. Don't really need the barricades. Maybe they'll be useful, but I'm gonna say no. Assault the dredge without barricades. Save some of those supplies. We'll need those supplies. The Varl King gives you a look that says, if we make it through this, charge. You understand Hakon's reasoning, but the call to attack. But sound the call to attack regardless. Okay, unfortunately, or story reasons, we are not going to have Avon for this fight. Unfortunate, but we'll do what we can without him. Let's see, I think I'm going to stick with Krumer and... well, might not be a bad idea to get some other people in this. What was Griss's ability? Battering Ram? Knock back and do break damage. It could be useful for giving us some breathing space. Let's see, Bercy is a Warhawk. Yeah. Same as Gunnulf with Tempest. Hakon, we haven't actually used you since way back in Banner Saga 1. Yeah, why not? Let's give him a couple promotions. Now, what have you got for gear? Nothing. Well, seeing as how I'm substituting you for Ivor for the time being, why not give you Dunder's Hand? Because it's not like you don't have enough strength already. And... who to throw in? Let's see, Hogan has got the Straub's Whetstone, good. Let's see, what does Alette got? The Eyeless Rift, so she can never be deflected and has a 10% crit chance. Well, plus 10%. Might not be a bad idea to substitute Ivor for another ranged unit. Like, say, Oddleaf. Yeah, why not? And let's put her around here. Alright, what are we up against? Hold them off! This will take time! Okay, got a big guy here. We got a couple of the slingers here. I'm thinking we send Hakon and Egil to deal with them. Egil's a very good tank. I'm thinking Oddleaf backs them up with her traps. Meanwhile, Krumer and Hogan will go after the two slingers with Alette as backup. Unfortunately, Krumer can't reach them. That's fine. Let's see, big guy's moving next. I say we keep Hakon here. Yeah, just to keep them from attacking. Rain of arrows. Okay, this guy can reach Hakon and is going soon. So... And apparently it's only trapping one tile multiple times. Okay. Well, let's see what max willpower does for that. Yeah, tossing down bombs, no surprise there. Let's see, who have we got? You know what? I'm just gonna leave Egil here. Ah, of course. Okay, if I use up 3 willpower, it'll take him down to 4, but I can go after the slinger. I think that's what I'm gonna do. No, do not end your turn. Go for the bloody flail and use up 2 willpower for it. Okay, good. Decent amount of damage. And we got another guy coming in. You must keep the dredge away. Yeah, I'm aware. Also, I know it probably wasn't that, but it sounded like a motorcycle when that one slinger was coming in. I'm gonna hope that Alette's gonna be out of damage if I place her here. Yeah, it genuinely sounds like I'm hearing a motorcycle. Okay, I gotta get Krumer in here. May as well. Oof, but his armor is below the strength. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Trying to mend the land? Concentrate, Avon. You're doing it. Okay, that's not too bad. Oof, I can outright kill the big guy if I go in with Hakon. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, here comes another. Yeah, I swear, it sounds like I keep hearing a motorcycle. Alright, let's have them start moving in. Blast this guy. Yeah, they're all gonna start going for Krumer. Alright, take this guy out. Slinger's probably gonna finish him off. Ugh. Now here's the question, is this all based on how many turns? Or how many we've killed? Almost, but we still need more time. That's what I want to know. Yep. Nowhere I can move Alette where she wouldn't be in danger of those guys. And still be in range to attack. Wait, what? I misread it. As usual. That's fine. Let's just get Hakon in here. see. Okay. He can't reach Oddleaf there. I can use her to take out the slinger. Or I can start laying down any bombs. Yeah, it definitely just seems to be time. That should work. If we can clear away the dredge, we can proceed. Alright, time to finish them off. Really? Alright. Yeah, Hakon can't do anything. Oddleaf, you hit him. Ah, of course. Can't move into range. But now Hakon can. Oof. Kinda wish this would stick around a little longer. Damn. I can definitely see how the 1,000 cap can be approached if this is how much renown we're getting. Juno walks onto the floating land, cradling a kid goat in one arm. She looks strained, but beckons to the families to follow. You shout for everyone to start moving, but the fighters and clansmen alike remain motionless. Large chunks of earth bobbing in midair like ships at sea as everyone unsettled. Finally, Ivor takes the reins of the ox loaded with a supply cart and walks out onto the first floating stone. It supports the load without issue. We go this way or the dredge kill us all. His words are punctuated by slinger stones thudding into the ground only feet away. Men pick up their children and start running. The caravan animals squawk and bleat in a frenzy. Varro pushes through the crowd while others fight to follow in their wake. The frightened mob tramples a few and knocks a couple more from the ledge before everyone is strangely pacified. Even you feel a sense of calm settle your nerves. This cannot be easy for Avend. The wounded and elderly struggle to make it onto the floating rocks, while fear of the bridge paralyzes the legs of others. The dredge give chase, crossing onto the bridge without hesitation. Oh boy. Okay, so this is a choice that is different depending on whether or not you have Rook or Alette from the Banner Saga 1. I'll go get to that in a minute. Second option and the third option are always there. Ask the Varl to carry those who are struggling causes you to lose 9 supplies, but gain 10 morale. Shouting at Avend to drop the back of the bridge will cost you 28 clansmen, 7 fighters, and a Varl. The first option, as I stated, changes depending on whether or not it's Rook or Alette that you have from the first Banner Saga. If it is Rook, charge into the dredge. You lose 3 fighters, but you gain 2 renown. If it's Alette, it is find lines of dredge to dispatch with your arrows. You gain 10 renown and lose nothing. 3 dredge grunts fall back as your arrow passes through them. Their armor splinters, wounding others around them. A few more lined up shots and the dredge slow their pursuit. The last of the clansmen make it onto the bridge, moving past you. Only dredge are left in your caravan's wake. You watch as the floating stones nearest the land tremble and drop back into the chasm, taking all standing there with them. The sight is terrifying, but you turn and urge the others to keep moving forward. Honestly, I can't blame people for panicking on this. Avon is growing visibly weaker. Meanwhile, many in the caravan are stunned by witnessing family members fall to their deaths. The effect is spreading. Everyone look forward and move costs you 4 Varls, 27 clansmen, and 8 fighters. Asking Avon how you can help him costs you 10 morale, 32 clansmen, 4 Varls, and 14 fighters. Then you have run back and push people forward, which, if you picked up Clip from the shore, as we did, you gain 10 morale, but you lose a Varl. Otherwise, you gain 5 morale, lose 9 clansmen, and 4 fighters. Best option is rip a Weeping Man away from the falling edge, which gets you 5 morale and costs you nothing. You grab a man by the tunic who's reaching out to his fallen wife, violently jerking him off a crumbling rock. "Keep going!" you shout at him. Your actions and authority seem to jar the others from their hopelessness, and the caravan begins moving steadily again. And we don't even have a tracker for this. The stones behind the caravan are falling faster than the rising ones in front. The rear clansmen are pushing forward in a panic. Bulwark shouts, "Knock some of these people over the edge before we all go down." People gasp and flee from him. "We are carrying too much," Ivor says. "We've got to get rid of something before that mender drops us all into the depths." You look around and see only people, food, and the massive cart the ravens are hauling. Only 2 of those are an option. If you tell Bulwark to throw the cart over the edge, you lose 23 clansmen, 9 fighters, 3 Varl, and 10 morale. Dump more food. You lose 25 supplies, but we gain 5 morale. The ones closest to the supplies look at you bewildered. "We won't need food if we don't make it across," you shout. Slowly, a couple of carts are unhitched and shoved over the edge. Avon's relief is almost instant as the bridge extends, giving everyone more room and time to move. There's Ormsdollar. We're almost there. Avon's scream chills you as it echoes off the cliff a mere 100 yards away. Again, the bridge shakes but stays together. Juno looks at you, her lips are trembling. "This is killing him," she says. "And I won't let that happen." Her tone is dark and cold. See, we'll dump the rest of the supplies, costs you 15 supplies. What's the alternative? And this was your plan? Both gain progress. Well, this was your plan. And we've done what we can, Juno says. But Avon is the key to many things. Choose between the rest of your food or the people at the rear. All of your objections vanish. You turn to see Rugga and the others from Boersgard at the back of the caravan. Nod silently approved. Dropping the rear of the caravan costs you 20 clansmen, 4 fighters, and 10 morale. The food, of course, costs us 15 supplies. So, either way, we're costing us 15 supplies. "Thank you. We'll replace them in Ormsdollar," says Juno before returning to Avon's side. Supplies are dumped and the caravan moves forward. Now looking forward to seeing how many supplies we got left. Yeah, something tells me we shouldn't be stopping here. Watch your step.
It's hard to believe we made it across that chasm. Now we find what's left of Ormsdalur. Once a great trade town at the fork of the Ormsau River. How many lives must have been lost here?
Looks like a few buildings might have made it. Whatever caused that chasm completely destroyed this place. From the massive Varl to the youngest human children, everyone is sapped from crossing the chasm. Tents are loosely strung up and gear is thrown on the ground as everyone falls asleep. You manage to post a few guards out of habit before sinking down against a crate, wrapping your cloak around you, closing your eyes. Now then, there is some things that show up if you got Ekel around, but we don't, so yeah. Your chest aches as if from a wasp sting. Feeling around for the cause of it, you look down between your leathery gray fingers running over a red stone breastplate. Gasping, you open your eyes and find your cloak still wrapped around you. No stone armor underneath. The caravan is still asleep, snoring more prevalent than usual. You're able to drift off for a bit more rest before facing the task of the new day. Oof. Normal caravan morale does not affect your hero's willpower in battle. Yeah. Alright. Well, we've still got 29 days of supplies. Well, nothing we can do right now except check the ruins. Now, like I said, if Ekel was around, which he isn't, because we didn't recruit him back in Banner Saga 1 for reasons, we would be talking to him. But he's not. You make your way across the broken bones of the former trade town, curious as to what's inside this building, which is still somewhat intact. The structure groans as you enter, and you hear yourself whispering, "This isn't worth it." After a quick survey of the room, only two things stand out. A stone with strange etchings resting on the broken mantel, and footprints in the dust near a small door in the wall. A gust of wind blows up from the chasm, and the whole building creaks. Okay, so let's see. This is another choice that is different depending on Rook or Alette. Cross the teetering floor for the stone gets you nothing. Back out slowly gets you nothing. With Rook, you also get nothing. With Alette, I know you're there, I'm here to help. We'll get you 9 supplies, 23 clansmen, 5 morale, and Yokel Hauler. A level 6 item plus 2 to all talent ranks. Ooh. I know you're there. I'm here to help. Small door creaks open and a child looks at you. "Come here," you say. "This place isn't safe." Child seems to trust you and tiptoes toward you. Others begin filing out, carefully choosing their steps. Each person is carrying a bag of food. As you're leaving the precarious structure, the small child runs back in and grabs the stone off the mantel, and handing it to you with a smile. And yep, flat stone humming with power and etched with an interesting diagram. Could be good giving it to Hogan with his artery strike. That would basically get him the same effect as the Strav's whetstone. Alright, Ivor, what's going on? Ivor stands stoically by Avon's pallet, watching the unconscious Mender's breathing. Took a lot out of him. I never want him doing something like that again. I'll let you tell that to the man who can pull lightning from the sky and lift rocks to form bridges. Impressive as his strength may be, you notice how the use of his power taxed the Mender. He looks older. Where's Juno? I figured she'd be by Ivan's side. Just as Ivor shrugs, Oddleif abruptly enters the room. "Good, you're here. It's the Ravens. They're trying to leave, and some of our people want to go with them." Now, apparently option 3 is missing a link somehow. But all options get the same choice. What? Why? We nearly went over a waterfall in ships and lost a lot of people following some Valka across floating rocks. Okay, fair point. I'm not saying any of that is your fault, but people are scared. If they've made up their minds to go, they'll leave whenever you're not looking. And the Ravens have been hoarding supplies the whole time, and they're trying to take off with them. Juno and Hakon are trying to talk sense into Bulwark, so it's desperate. As you make your way to the door, you turn to look at Ivor. Go. The people should see you handle something like this without me around.
Now stand down, or you'll be missing more than your horns. Stand down, you son of a yacht!
Oh, this ain't gonna end well. I can't calm him. His fury. Here they are, just as I said. Bulwark's lost his mind. Take him down! Okay. Well, thankfully I got enough exertion to do it in one shot. This will get his attention. He's already down, Yrsa. It worked! Bulwark, hear me! He's already down. I'm guessing something about fire, given that's her ability. The clansmen chatter as Juno converses with a dazed Bulwark quietly. Hakon grabs your attention. Get ready for a confusing conversation. He motions to Yrsa, one of Prince Ludin's bodyguards, who is wiping her pitch-covered hands with a rag on her way over to you. Clever trick, witch. This time. You Varl are just too easy. Same results, but second one gets us more dialogue. Why are Varl so frightened by fire? Careful, young one. The wrong Varl hears you implying weakness, and you'll have a horn through you before anyone can stop him. You didn't answer the girl's question. The woman's eyes twinkle with mischief, and even Hakon's stern look won't silence her. They were formed by Harderborg, the way you'd make a loaf. Kneaded dough, shaped and cooked. They remember the heat, the pain. It can scare them to death. That's enough from you. Yrsa's laughter bounces off the broken buildings with eerie results as she walks away to the prince's tent. That one has a strange ability to annoy me. And what about Bulwark's strange ability to go crazy? Suppose no one told you he's a berserk. Probably the last of his kind after Einar Toft. Varl King laughs at your blank expression. Berserks lose themselves in a fight. They're as strong as cold bears and just as wild. Hard to say if they're friend or foe in a fight. King Hakon, do you... Enough with the king formalities. I've been Hakon before your Amma was alive and it worked just fine. And it works just fine. Sorry, Hakon. Do you mind telling me why two Varl leaders just tried to kill each other? I wasn't going to let him take our supplies without a fight. Caught him trying to take off with the supplies he'd tucked away. Couldn't let it happen. A cool anger glistens in Hakon's eyes when he looks at Bulwark. So, why does he want to leave? Gets his progress. I'd like to know if something like this is going on, gets you nothing. However, he's free to leave, and some of those supplies are rightfully his. It gets the Ravens some more supplies. Let's see. My mistake, I misread. These both get about the same thing. I'd like to know if something like this is going on. I don't call council meetings. I saw something happening and I stepped in to stop it. Varl stares at you, visibly irritated. He's a Varl, so this is my call. We'll give him something, but not much. Chapter 9. Cast the bone into the air. Which has actually just led to us, well, one, changing characters, but we have also run out of time. So, I'm gonna end things off there for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for an upload, or to hit the straw poll link to vote for our next Let's Play. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.